was 7, I went into Smith's and my mum asked me to pick out something. I went straight over and grabbed the guitar. And ever since, I've been completely obsessed with various different types of instruments, be it guitar, bass, drums.
For me, like, I was always into electronic music and kind of the EDM bubble. Like, I've always been listening to the likes of Armin van Buuren and Paul van Dyk.
Until I met Ash, it was strictly only rock music with me and singer-songwriter stuff, and when I met Ash, he opened up a whole new avenue for me. My name is Dylan Connolly.
I'm Ash Flynn.
And we're DNA Beats. It's one thing that I was always curious about, what does a DJ do? We were all encouraged to join in with Wired FM. Like, I work as a sound engineer for Galway Bay FM, so I've been working in radio anyway, so it was instinct for me to go and try it out. And I got my own show, and then Ash was involved with me, and he was the engineer, and he was also looking after all the social media. And then eventually he started presenting. So we were both show hosts to a show called The Full Irish Show.
Ended up actually winning a few awards.
Yeah.
We won
great.
Best Irish Music Show, Best Hosts. Yeah, done really well. It was a really successful idea.
Obviously we love producing tracks, and we love producing our own tracks. At the moment it's electronic music, and it's a mix between house, tech house, jacking house, funky house, groovy house. Officially we've released 4 tracks to date.
Literally released an EP not so long ago, Smart Boy, under Art Nouveau Records, and that actually reached, I think, number 22 on the world charts on Traxsource, and it reached number 6 on the Tech House charts. So for us it was a major achievement. So I think the EP sold in over 11 countries after. So we have a huge platform to go off now. Because of that, we've gigs booked now coming into the summer with DJ Chris Ward from Beat 102 103. We'll be doing podcasts with Art Nouveau Records. That'll be released worldwide. We've 5 or 6 unreleased tracks there as well, so we've a few things being sent out to a few different people, and we've shipment of CDs in as well, so we'll have a few CDs with some special bits to give away.
Special giveaways and stuff, like limited edition tracks.
Yeah.
And so we didn't expect that at all, and we're very grateful for anyone who bought it or downloaded it, so thanks for that. So many guys say to me, like, I can never finish a song, or a track, and I suppose, like, maybe that song doesn't want to be made. Maybe you're going about it in the wrong kind of mindset. You're using the wrong samples, or you don't have the right sounds. So you start with the kick. For electronic music, the kick is the most important. If you don't have a decent kick to start a song with, then your whole song is going to suffer, and if the kick is really big and smacking, it's gonna force you to make all the other elements big and chunky and fat.
And you have a solid foundation, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. It's all about the foundation, yeah.
The general thing after that would be there's no real structure. It's kind of like there's a period of time where it's unstructured. So you'll throw in some percussion, and then you might get a synth up and mess around playing a few chords on a synth, and then stuff just comes together. And then when you have this kind of random idea of where you're going with the track, then you're like, right, back into structure, and you'll go again and you'll restructure everything and make it sound in place and clean then.
Usually a good song will produce itself.
Yeah.
Because it wants to be made. Like, don't limit yourself to, if something sounds wacky, I'll throw it down anyways, and then I'll say to Ash, I was like, right, this could sound crap, but what do you think of this?
The sound makes itself. Us coming together and having different backgrounds and all of it being mingled into one, it sort of nearly made a pathway for us, and the sound designed itself. We're not in a point in time where I'm like, I have a different sound to Dylan and I'm trying to find that and he's trying to find something else and we're fighting. We literally were both like, yeah, that's it, like, and we like that. So, and
it's either a yes or no.
Yeah.
And you know straight away if it's not working. It's like, no man, don't shut any doors off for yourself. Try different things and try things that are daft. And when you end up putting them into a track and then layering them with stuff, like, you can come up with a really, really unique sound. And the more people you work with from all different types of genres, you learn so much. And in this game, it's all about, soaking up all these different tips and techniques that you can take and traits from other people, like, which makes you ultimately a way better producer at the end of the day than someone that would only produce trap or hip hop or rock, you know. And people want to work with people who are flexible. About 30 or 40 years ago, maybe, musicians wouldn't have been able to record themselves and produce their own record and release it online. Now you can make an EP in your bedroom or your kitchen or your sitting room and get signed to a record label. That's the way it's going. You know, that would have been a feat that would have been impossible for a musician years ago. And now, because the invention of the digital audio workstation, people are downloading Logic and Pro Tools and whatever, and they're making their beats. It's ruined the industry for the studio professionals, not for us, because we're the ones posing a threat to the studio professionals. So in a way, it has slightly ruined the industry for them, but for us, it's a positive thing. It's a huge advantage to us. So.